Hey, it's Joe Crump. This video is not about anything specific except it's about a mentor program. I have a 6-month mentor program and I'd like to help you become successful as a real estate investor. I'd like to walk you through the process, I'm going to take you by the hand, walk you through the minefield, make sure you don't get blown up on the way, show you how the whole process works, and over a 6-month period, work with you personally to make this business happen for you. I've done it for so many people in the past. You can go and check out my case studies. I've got well over 100 videos of past students who have gone through this process and made money and done things, and they explain to you. Some of them, are talking about their first deal and how they got there and how they made their money and what struggles they had and what they had to overcome to be able to do that. And then I've got some videos on there as well that will that we actually recorded several times where they've built big businesses and they talk about their businesses and they talk about what they've done to accomplish it and how they've, when they reached that 7 figures and, when they were able to build a portfolio and what they were able to do with it and how that changed their lives. They're not so much about how wonderful I am. I tried to focus them on what is it your business did? How did you succeed? What is it that you had to do? What is it you had to overcome to make this stuff happen? All these people I worked with personally in my mentor program to make that happen. So go to this website and check it out. It's at I think it'll be an incredible education for you as well, because you can start to understand what it takes to be successful, because these people put in the work. Some of them just got lucky and they put together a deal really quickly and it all came together, and that's wonderful. But most of them put in the effort and put in the time and did the work that was necessary to make that happen. I tell all my mentor students before they get into my program, give yourself time to succeed. Give yourself 3 or 4 months before you can expect to make money. I got people make money in a week or 2, but they're the exception, not the rule. So give yourself time to succeed so you don't give up before you actually learn how to do it. If you're not good on the phone, if you're not, if you don't sound competent, if you don't sound confident, people are going to think that you're a scam, and they're not going to treat you very well. And that's going to happen at the beginning. One of the things I require of everyone that gets into this mentor program is that they commit to me personally, that they will put in 8 to 10 hours a week on the phone, talking to sellers, making offers. And they're not going to have to do this forever. They just need to do it until they learn how to do it. And that's probably going to take 3 or 4 or 5 months before they get good at it. And then by the time 6 months comes, if they've continued to do this work as they promised me they would, then they're going to be really good at it. Now, not everybody does the work, even though they promise me they will. And I know that going in. 30% of the people that come through my mentor program will actually make money. They tell me that 5% is normal for these kind of programs. So I guess I'm 600% better than average. But I can also tell you that 100% of the people who do the work, who follow through with the process the way that I teach it, who make the calls the way that I tell them to do it, they all make money. I never have people that come in this program that do the work the way I tell them to and not make money. So I guarantee that you're going to make the money if you do the work. And if you don't, I'll give you your money back. But I can also tell you that I won't give you a dime back if you don't do the work and you don't make any money. So make sure that you come into this with a full intention of doing it. Also, I ask that you bring a positive attitude. I've got other people in this program that are struggling just as hard as you to try to make this stuff work. And so I don't want any whiners or complainers in this process. Bring a positive attitude. This is my life we're talking about, and I want it to be a good life. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I want to enjoy working with the people that I'm working with, and I don't want a bunch of people that are going to be whiners. So bring a positive attitude. It'll also make a difference to everybody else in the program, and they need you to bring that positive energy. There's not very many places in the world that you can go and be around entrepreneurs. 3% of the population is an entrepreneurial mindset, but everybody in my program has that mindset. So when you come to that program, you're going to be around people that are thinking about the same stuff, that are interested in the same stuff, that are excited about this same process. And that's going to give you energy. It's going to be the mastermind that you need. And you can talk to each other, and you can come on my conference calls, and we're getting ready to start doing our buying events on Zoom these days. So you're going to be able to come onto a weekend event where you're going to be able to meet everybody and work with us on Zoom and spend an entire weekend making calls and talking to sellers and learning the process from end to end, from the basics all the way to the advanced stuff of hiring other people to make those calls for you, structuring your business, automating your process, systematizing, outsourcing, figuring out how to do your taxes. I get into everything. It is a master's education in real estate. In addition to all the contracts you need and all the legal stuff that you need to know, those are all things that I'll be able to help you with as you go through this process. Finding the deals, finding the buyers, making the money. And then ultimately building a portfolio the portfolio is the thing that makes you wealthy. The flipping the deals, that makes you income and can give you a great life. But you ultimately want to be able to build a portfolio because you want to be able to have passive income that'll serve you for the rest of your life and have things that you can then pass on to your kids after you're gone. And I'll show you how to do all that stuff in this program. Now, the program is expensive. It's like going to college for a semester, about the same cost. I just got 2 kids that we put through college that just graduated. So I know the cost of college and I know it's expensive, but the program is a $10,000 program. If you're a cash flow newsletter member, you get a $3,000 discount. Cash flow newsletter costs $39.95 a month. So if you're a member of that, you get $3,000 off, and that brings it down to $7,000. And you can pay $2,000 up front, and then $416.67 a month over a 12-month period. And remember, it's a 6-month program, but 12 months of payments. So you can make that payment like that. Or you can get another discount of $1,300 off the $7,000 if you pay it all in a lump sum. So it can bring it down to $5,700 to purchase this mentor program and work with me over a 6-month period. So ultimately, it's expensive, but if you compare it to some other things, like building a business, maybe go out and buy a carpet cleaning business, it costs you $30,000. Go out and buy a Subway franchise where you'll make $60,000 a year, that'll cost you $350,000. Look at what you can build with the information that you have, because having a system, a franchise-based concept, where you don't have to pay any franchise fees to me or to anyone else. You can take this business and you can build it, and you can build it to any scale that you like. Then suddenly that $5,700, that $7,000, that $10,000 doesn't look so terrible. Now, the thing that the mentor program does not include is the auto marketer. That's going to be your infrastructure, and that's going to cost you $199 a month. There's some discounts on that. You can go to the website, Push Button Auto Marketer, to get more details on that if you're interested. About 80 to 90% of my mentor students use the auto marketer. 10 to 20% don't, just because of the cost, and they're trying to get through this process. It'll make your job a lot easier and make your life easier, but you definitely could do it without it, because we used to do this whole business without the auto marketer. I built the auto marketer to do all that work for me, but it can absolutely be done with the grunt work. So some people have more money than time, some people have more time than money, so you have to decide where you fit in that equation. One of the things I can do is help walk you through this process. I can get you where you want to be and help you have a business that will serve you for the rest of your life. It truly can change your life. I've seen it happen so many times. Watch the videos with my students. I think it'll help you understand what's possible. And if you have any questions about it, go to the website, zerodowninvesting.com. That talks about the program, what it includes, all the materials it includes, the members site, the conference calls, the buying events, all that stuff, it talks about that stuff and how it's included and how you get to work with me and how I communicate with people. And once you understand that, if you still have questions and you're interested and you're serious and you have the resources to do it, don't call me unless you have the resources to do it. I don't do this on spec. But if you do and you want to talk about it, call me and I'll answer the rest of your questions that you might have. And if you're interested in doing it, I'll get you signed up and we'll get you moving forward. And you'll start making offers the very first week you're in the program. We'll get you going immediately, get you into the member site so that you can start listening to the materials and learning the things that you need so that you can get on the phone and start making offers and doing this stuff and get closer to bringing in some actual cash and bringing in some income. All right. Well, I hope that helps. If you're interested, give me a call, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. But I think the most important thing is that you actually start the process and do the work. And I know there's a lot of you that can't afford this program. That's okay. You can still be successful. I have a lot of materials. Just go to the Auto Marketer. There's free stuff. If you go to joecrumpblog.com, there's all kinds of free videos that will teach you the techniques that I'm doing here. It's not that difficult to get it up and running. It's just easier. If you've got somebody standing by your side who's done it before, it'll make it easier for you if you can afford it. And if you can get the Auto Marketer and you can't afford the mentor program, get the Auto Marketer, because that's got good training in it too. And it'll also give you the same type of materials, not quite to the extent, but it'll give you the same materials you need. The mentor program can be a little overwhelming because there's so much material in it, and it's a little daunting at times. So don't worry about it. I'm going to help you be very specifically focused on what you need to do in order to get started. You'll know step by step what needs to be done. All right, good luck to you. Take care. Bye-bye now.